What happens when a moment of quiet hatred is met with a powerful stand for justice? When someone like Dick Van Dyke, a beloved icon known for spreading joy, decides to intervene in a situation that demands courage and humanity? This is the story of how one man turned an ordinary afternoon into an unforgettable lesson in kindness and unity. Stay tuned, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for stories that inspire and challenge us to be better. It was a warm afternoon, the kind that made people slow down to enjoy the golden sunlight spilling across the quiet suburban street. Dick Van Dyke parked his vintage Studebaker outside Mary's Diner, a local favorite known for its hearty meals and even heartier conversations. The bright neon sign flickered cheerfully above the door, a stark contrast to the tension that would soon unfold inside. As Dick stepped in, the familiar chime of the doorbell announced his arrival. He greeted Mary with his usual grin, her face lighting up as she waved him over. But as Dick scanned the room, his smile faded. Something wasn't right. At a corner booth, a young black boy sat alone, his shoulders hunched and his eyes fixed on the menu in front of him. His unease was palpable, amplified by the cruel laughter coming from a nearby table. A group of white men, their voices too loud and their intentions too clear, jeered in his direction. "Hey, kid," one of them called out, leaning back in his chair. "What are you doing here? This isn't your kind of place." The boy, no older than 13, tensed but didn't look up. His hands gripped the edge of the table as if it were the only thing keeping him grounded. The other diners noticed the exchange but remained silent, their eyes darting nervously toward their plates. Dick's brow furrowed as he approached the counter. "Mary, what's going on over there?" he asked quietly. Mary sighed, her voice low. "It's those men. They've been bothering the boy since he came in. I want to step in, but," she hesitated, her gaze flickering to the group. "They're regulars. I'm afraid they'll cause more trouble." Dick's expression hardened. "Well, they've picked the wrong day for that." Without another word, he made his way to the boy's booth. The diner seemed to hold its breath as Dick slid into the seat across from him. "Mind if I join you?" he asked, his voice warm and inviting. The boy looked up, startled. His wide eyes betrayed a mix of fear and confusion, but he nodded slowly. "Sure," he murmured. "What's your name, son?" Dick asked, offering a reassuring smile. "Tyler," the boy replied softly. "Well, Tyler, I'm Dick. How's the pie here? I've been craving a slice all day." Tyler blinked, momentarily caught off guard by the question. It's good," he said. "The cherry's my favorite." "Cherry it is," Dick said with a grin. He waved to the waitress. "2 slices of cherry pie, please, one for me and one for my friend here." At the nearby table, the men exchanged glances, their smug expressions faltering. One of them leaned back, his sneer directed at Dick. "What's the matter, Van Dyke? You running a charity today?" Dick turned, his smile unwavering but his eyes sharp. "What's the matter, friend? You forget how to treat people with respect?" The man's sneer twisted into a scowl. "We're just having some fun. No harm in that." Dick's smile faded. "Fun? At someone else's expense? That's not fun, that's cowardice." The diner fell silent. All eyes were on Dick now, his voice cutting through the tension like a blade. "This young man came here to enjoy a meal, same as anyone else. And you think you have the right to make him feel unwelcome? What does that say about you?" The man shifted in his seat, his bravado faltering. "Why don't you mind your own business, old man?" he muttered, his tone defensive. "This is my business," Dick replied firmly. "Because when someone is being mistreated, it's everyone's business to stand up and say it's not okay." The men exchanged uneasy glances. One of them muttered, "Come on, let's get out of here." They pushed back their chairs and left, their departure met with a smattering of quiet applause from the other diners. As the tension in the room eased, Tyler looked up at Dick, his expression a mix of gratitude and disbelief. "Thank you," he whispered. "You don't have to thank me," Dick said gently. "You didn't deserve any of that." And don't you ever let anyone make you feel like you don't belong. The cherry pie arrived, and as they ate, Tyler began to relax. Dick asked him about school, his friends, and his interests, steering the conversation toward brighter topics. Slowly, Tyler's demeanor shifted. His shoulders straightened, and his voice grew more confident as he talked about his love for drawing and his dream of becoming a comic book artist. "You've got talent," Dick said after Tyler showed him a sketch he'd been working on. "Don't let anyone take that away from you. The world needs your art, your voice." Tyler smiled, the first genuine smile Dick had seen from him all afternoon. "I'll try," he said. "I promise." Across the diner, Mary watched the scene with tears in her eyes. As Dick got up to leave, she stopped him at the door. "Thank you," she said, her voice thick with emotion. "You reminded all of us what it means to be decent." "It's not about me," Dick replied, his tone humble. "It's about making sure everyone feels safe and valued. That's something we can all do." The story of what happened at Mary's diner spread quickly. First, it was the locals, neighbors sharing the tale over fences and coffee cups. Then the newspapers picked it up, and soon it became a national headline. "Dick Van Dyke stands up against racism," the articles read, sparking conversations about prejudice and the power of standing up for what's right. In the weeks that followed, the diner became a symbol of change. Mary partnered with local organizations to host workshops on inclusion and respect, ensuring that her establishment would always be a welcoming space. Tyler's story inspired others to share their own experiences, creating a ripple effect of awareness and understanding. Months later, Tyler's art began gaining recognition. A local gallery showcased his work, and one of his pieces, a vibrant depiction of unity and resilience, caught the eye of a prominent art critic. Tyler's journey was just beginning, but the foundation of courage and belief instilled by Dick's actions that afternoon would stay with him forever. As for Dick Van Dyke, he continued to live his life as he always had, spreading joy, standing for what was right, and reminding everyone that kindness is a choice we can all make. For Dick, it wasn't about being a hero. It was about doing the right thing, about using his platform to make a difference, no matter how small the moment seemed. In a world often divided, one afternoon at a diner became a testament to the power of standing up, speaking out, and choosing compassion over indifference. And as the sun set that evening, casting its golden light over the town, it was clear that Dick Van Dyke's actions had left an indelible mark, not just on Tyler, but on everyone who heard the story.